Possum.
Toot toot. Well, toot toot, everybody. If you haven't noticed, I'm sitting here all by my lonesome. Big Howell Dawdy ain't here. He's out at some exciting Wild West safari. That's what he told me. Well, hey, toot toot, Dillius. It's Wednesday night. I got my Wednesday dry, which is just my mouth. I cannot really drink water very well. It's grotesque to watch. So I'll spare you. Well, tonight we got a very special co-host here. Just a little replacement for Big Howell. Everybody, give a big old toot toot to Big Towel.
Howdy.
Where I be?
Let me just situate myself here. It's a mighty fine day. Tip my hat to you.
Well, I'll be.
Mm-hmm.
Did I say that?
Yeah.
Looky there, it's Big Towel.
That's what they call me. Big Towel.
What do you think of that? Oh, we're getting some toots.
Oh. Is that the form of validation here around these parts? Is
Yes.
toots?
Yes, we feed on toots here, Big Towel.
Oh, I can get behind that.
Now, we've been friends for years. We've been buddies.
Yeah. Long time.
But these people don't know you. I think they'd like to get to know you. Who is Big Towel? What's your deal?
Oh, I've got a long and storied past. You see, I come from a long, proud line of towels. My father was a simple YMCA towel used to wipe the sweaty brows of gymnasts and various athletes.
That's nice. That's good, honest towel work.
It was. I'm very proud of my daddy. He was a simple man with big dreams. He found his way into a tote bag that took him all the way to an exclusive resort where he met my mama. The most beautiful poolside towel ever to grace the poolsides of... You know, the resort name slips my mind. I've been through the wash a couple times.
You said you was in what kind of a bag?
Well, what?
You said you was in a tote bag?
That is my preferred method of travel.
Well, tote. Tote, tote.
Tote, indeed.
I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Dillius says he kind of looks like his pet.
Wow. Pat must be a fine man. I come from a very high thread count family myself.
What is your thread count, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm proud to say I'm a 500 terracloth thread count.
You're a terrycloth?
Of course I am. Just about the finest, most absorbent towel there is.
Do you know Terry Gar?
Is that the fish or the man?
It's a lady. I guess you don't know Terry Gar.
No,
Just Terry Cloth, huh?
just terrycloth. I don't meet a lot of people.
Now, you been out on the range, or what kind of a cowboy life you living?
Oh, I have been wiping the brows of some of the finest cow hands around these parts. You know, I was just in town for a rodeo convention.
Was you?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I bet that's hard work for a towel. A lot of sweaty cowboys.
Sweaty cowboys, and let me tell you, have you ever done a shift with the circus and rodeo clowns? Is that grease painted? Does not come off easy.
Now, are you a hand-washed item, or do you like to go into the tumbler?
I'm a tumbler man myself. I never had patience for delicate washing. It just doesn't get the grit out.
Now, when seems like a western fellow like yourself wouldn't want to get the grit out. Seems like you'd want to have that grit.
You want a little bit of grit. There's not too much so you stain over time. You see, it's about longevity.
Longevity?
Yeah, you don't want to get no holes in you because people are going to start thinking you're useless. And you got holes, you can't absorb as much.
That's true.
You got to think about these things when you're a towel.
Now, do you have any arms or legs?
Well, no, but I can gesticulate with my corners.
Oh. Look at
And
that
so,
little wag.
Yeah. Pardon me, I've been starching a while, so little limber.
Oh boy, Big Towel, you're crazy.
Oh, that's what they say.
Big Towel and Possum.
Big
I think we
time.
should just replace Big Howell with you. What'd you say? You want a full-time job?
Well, hey, beats grease paint any day.
Now, Big Howell's a good buddy of mine, and he's a really cool cowboy guy. And he's actually on a Wild West safari. Have you ever been to one of them, Big Towel?
Oh, well, of course I have. I was used to wipe the dust off of a Jeep Wrangler on one of them safaris. I
What?
kept that windshield clean and crispy.
You kept it crisp?
Yeah, I got all them bugs off, all that dust. Those tourists could see everything. Thanks to me.
It's kind of a thankless job, I bet, just being
Oh.
a towel.
You know it is, but I'm not in it for the praise. I'm in it for sparkling surfaces and spill-free zones.
Spill-free zones.
Yeah, there ain't nothing worse than seeing some poor person slip and fall and knowing you could have done something.
Now, what do you do when you see a spill?
When I throw myself on top of it like it was a warm movie and that was a grenade. No fear here. Messes are hell.
That is admirable. You tell me you just throw yourself down on a puddle as soon as it happens?
Yeah, I'm
That's brave.
Oh, I'm no hero. I'm just a towel. I get hung up one side to the other just like anybody else.
You ever heard the old expression of, when you're real tired at the end of the day and you say, I've been rode hard and put up wet?
Oh, yeah, I got that embroidered on me.
You do?
It's a bit of a tramp stamp. I ain't gonna show it on the
Oh,
internet.
it's on your back? Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got, stuff we have to be, careful about on the internet. Well, there's some ladies out there that drink poop from cups, but we gotta be careful on this show not to show an embroidered stamp on your back of your towel, it's just,
I'm a gentleman.
you're a gentleman,
You're
that's
talking
for
about
sure.
a true mess there.
We got Don Romney up in here, toot toot, Mrs. Dillis, hello? Not gonna flirt with you, 'cause that would be inappropriate. And Big Hal ain't here, I can be a gentleman as hard as I want.
Wow, is he a preventative of genteel manners and other forms of
What's that, Big Towel? What this shit you talking about?
I'm trying to find the right words. It's slipping through my threads. Is Big Hal not much of a gentleman? Is he a more rough and tumble than I?
Well, I wouldn't say he's more rough and tumble than you. I mean, nobody tumbles like you. You gotta take a bath.
That's true.
No, he's kind of a loud guy. He's kind of a loud cowboy guy.
I've met a few of those, yeah.
And by the looks of him, he ain't seen a towel in a long time. He stays wet.
Ooh.
He's just wet. He's got this chronic condition called trunk rot.
Oh, trunk rot, like a tree.
Like a tree.
Now, is he part tree?
No, he's not. He's just fallen apart like a tree would.
Oh.
It's from the center out. He's just fallen apart like an old book.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like dry rot. I've met many good towel that have just been dissolved by that. Starts in the fibers.
Yeah, it does. It's similar.
Spreads fast.
Now, are you the only living towel on the earth? Are you the lonesome towel? Or?
Yeah, I'm the only living towel I've ever met, that's for certain. If there's any other towels out there, I'd love to meet you. We could talk thread count. We could, I don't know, clean some stuff up.
That'd be something. How about a chamois? You ever met a chamois?
Oh, those chamois.
Mm.
They're just shams.
Yeah, those seem genuine to me.
You gotta get them wet first before they even can dry anything, and it's counterintuitive, I say.
I think the chamois are greedy because they want payment up front before they do anything. Like, give me some water and then I'll get to work.
Yeah.
That just seems greedy to me.
They're just in it for the glory. They think they're all that because they got some brand recognition, some kind of infomercial. That ain't what I'm about. No, I'm about hard work.
You don't want the same wow.
Oh, gosh, I hate those.
What do you think of rags?
You know, I think there's some good rags out there. They're just they've had long lives, and I don't think it's fair to look down on them. Just you got some loose threads and some rough corners, maybe a hole or two, but hey, they do the dirty jobs that nobody else is gonna do.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cleaning up barf and dog poop off of shoes, and they keep going, and I respect that.
And some of those rags, some of them, they come up in the world. You ever heard of a rags to riches story?
Yes.
I ain't never heard of a towels to riches story.
No, most just towels to terror. Oh, the things I've seen.
Terror cloth.
Yeah.
We got Jay Chiz up in the chat. Toot toot. Hometown markup, towels to twitches. Yep. That's what we doing right now, baby. I wonder what Big Howell's doing out there on that Wild West safari.
Oh, yeah.
I guess he's in a little Jeep, and he's, shooting ponies from the Jeep,
Yeah, if it's anything
taking
like
trophies.
anything like the one I was at, you gotta shoot fast, 'cause them ponies is faster.
A pony will draw on you.
Mm-hmm.
Pony will draw on you.
And Wild West ponies, they're tough. Maybe you'll see a cactus or something.
I got into a shootout with the horse once.
Oh, yeah?
I looked at his teeth for too long.
Ow.
And he
You
said, I
never
don't
do
like
that.
that.
You never do that.
And I said, well, you ain't no gift horse at all. I think I can look at your mouth as long as I want to, too. And that's when I got into a shootout.
Well, who won?
I did, but then I had to live with killing a pony.
Oh.
I feel like I lost. Boy, have you ever had nightmares about murdering a horse with a gun?
You know, I just have nightmares about strangling people with myself. Like I become the weapon. God, the power of my own fibers.
Big Charles, what's the worst nightmare you ever had?
Well, it's a bit of a reoccurring nightmare. It's happened about 5 or 6 times, and it just gets worse and worse every time. There's a big old puddle in the middle of the kitchen, and it's slick linoleum floors, and them floors ain't been washed in forever. They are grimy, they are gritty, and there is just cranberry juice in the middle, and it keeps spreading.
It's spreading.
And there's no source, so I don't know where to go to. Usually that's the first method of stopping the pooling of a liquid. You go for the main source, but it just keeps going and going, and then I realize it's me. I'm the one that's oozing the cranberry juice. I am spreading the mess, and it just gets worse and worse until the whole gritty floor is just washed with cranberry juice, and I am the only culprit. No one to wring me out. I'm alone in the mess I've made myself.
Oh, Big Towel, that's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
Oh, can I use you to wipe away my tears?
Go right ahead.
Oh, it's just so sad. I'm going to mop up my tears with your body.
I'm glad I can be of some help.
Oh.
And thanks for listening. Most people don't like hearing about dreams. They get all standoffish and act like they're too above the sharing of the subconscious images.
Well, I believe that'll be the last time I ask you about your dreams, because that was horrifying.
Oh, yeah.
So, one time I listen to you, but other times I learn from my lessons.
Mm-hmm.
Now, there's somebody in the chat's got a good question for you, Big Towel.
No, do read.
Children's Day Breakfast wants to know if you've ever snapped somebody in a locker room.
Oh, I'm the fastest snap around these parts. Oh gosh, I have snapped many behind.
You'd like to slap that butt?
Oh, you know it. I love when they scream.
So you like to twist yourself up, get real tight, and then just kind of whatcha.
Well, you see, I don't really do any of the twisting. That's all in the twister. I think it'd be equivalent of how a baseball bat feels when it hits a home run. Only instead of a little white stitched ball, it's human flesh, and it has this excellent crack sound, and then the person just shrieks, and everyone just laughs, and it's a great time.
I bet. that is the fastest you go when you're being whipped. It's like being on a roller coaster that ends in a butt cheek.
It is truly an experience to behold.
It's an experience to behind. Toot toot. I tell you. I have a good time. I'm just reading the chat.
I was recovering from that.
I'm just reading the chat. This is good television.
Uh-huh.
Rat Brothers up in the house. SDS Andrew, toot toot. I got a question for you, Big Toe.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about this a lot. I guess I'm kind of morbid.
Oh, well, do tell.
Let's say you died today and you became a ghost. And you only got to choose one sound to make for the rest of eternity to haunt people with. What would that sound be, Big Toe?
Just a sound. Could be a word or.
Could be a word, could be a sound. You're stuck with it, but you can say it in different ways and stuff.
I'd probably say, "Here's Big Towel. You're clean up your mess. Say what you did. You must confess. Yeehaw! I say yeehaw."
You'd say all that?
Yeah, just about a million different ways. I'd say it soft. I'd say it loud. I'd say it with a spooky ghost voice too.
You'd have to say that start to finish every time.
Here's Big Towel. You made a mess. You must confess. Yeehaw! I said yeehaw. That's exactly what I said the first time. Mm-hmm.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
So we got Don Romney. Your ghost sound's gonna be just toot toot. I think that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Toot toot.
Toot toot. Could put some like elongation in between those toots too, so they wouldn't know when to suspect the next toot.
You could.
Man,
You could do the first toot that lasts 5 years, and then the second toot could be another 5 years.
Oh, that's wicked, and I love it.
Just toot, and then for 5 years, and then lasts for a couple of years, and then you hear toot. That's a long game.
I like that. That's slow burn.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've been thinking about what mine's gonna be, and I'm probably overthinking it.
Yeah, just go off the top of your head like I did.
I think it's just gonna be help.
Oh, that's great.
Help!
Oh, they wouldn't know where to go because you'd be invisible and intangible. You'd just be sounds and fear.
Yeah, I'd just be in a state of constant panic, and they'd be like, "With what?" And I'd be like, "Help!"
Oh no.
And then sometimes I'd just do it kind of quiet, like, "Help!
Yeah.
Help! Help!
Oh yeah.
Help! Help! Help!" I could do it like Morse code. Help! 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 Help!
Yeah.
Help! 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 Help!
You could do it like in a happy voice, like help.
Help.
And then people wouldn't really know what to think because your tone and your words aren't matching up.
Help!
Now, you could go just about any kind of building with that, and it'd become the equivalent of a grade A haunting site. You might get one of them TV shows.
I'd love to have a TV show where I just yelled help.
Yeah, they got some assholes with those green light cameras and microphones and they just scream at you every time you said help. I bet that would be very fun.
The thing about them ghost shows is they're most scared of little girls and stuff. They're like, "Oh, it's a little girl.
Oh yeah.
Oh, she's alone. Oh, she's wearing a little dress. I'm terrified."
Yeah.
What's so scary about children?
Children are the messiest things on earth.
That's true, Big Toe.
Mm-hmm.
I bet children have been a source of a lot of cleanups.
Indeed. Have you ever had to pick up a peanut butter and jelly off a carpet? Oh gosh.
No.
I hope you never do, Possum. I hope you never do.
Now, do you know Terry Gilliam?
Like the cloth or
The guy. You only know towels.
I only know towels. I'm not much for trivia. I'm really just much for cleaning. Is he the one on that on the boat show?
No. Ain't no boat show, Big Towel.
Terry Gilliam.
Shit, you don't know Terry Gar, you don't know Terry Gilliam. All you know is Terry Cloth?
Yeah.
Well, we gotta get you to meet some people.
Well, I don't know. I'm not much for crowds or really conversation and meeting new people. Just I just go all to pieces. I just be a big old blob on the floor.
You be a blob on the floor, you be a mess.
I would be. Oh, who cleaned me up? Who cleans up the towel?
That's a good question. A vacuum, I guess.
Oh gosh.
You ever been stuck in a vacuum?
I try to avoid it actively. Them bars and fuzzy things on them scare me. They're very loud.
You scare easy?
Well, only some things.
You're more like a scary cloth. Toot toot.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Well, guess what, everybody? We've got a very special guest we're going to introduce here in a few minutes, but first I want to gossip.
Oh, do tell.
Guess who's coming on, everybody? Big Howell's wife. Can you believe that? Let's talk about what she might be like.
I hear she is quite the lady.
I've heard that she is quite the lady.
Mm-hmm. That's about it.
Delia says, let me at her. Well, that's unsettling.
Oh, my God.
Jesus. Rat Brother says, I am Big Hal's wife. This ain't Spartacus.
Huh.
Shit.
Uh-uh.
Everybody's saying, I'm Spartacus. I sleep with Big Hal. I sleep with Big Hal.
It's not a contest. If there's one thing that I hate the spread of more than messes, it's the spread of a lie.
Lies can be the biggest mess, and you can't clean it up with a towel.
Oh, no, you only clean that up with honesty, patience, and love.
Yes, a love patience towel.
Oh, yeah, they don't make those. Those are fibers you must weave yourself out of the deeds you do and the thoughts you have, the actions you take, and the friends you make.
Wow. This towel has been around and cleaned up enough shit to know some stuff.
I've absorbed a lot in my time.
What do you think she's like, chat? Come on, what do you think? This is our time to guess. I don't see her much.
I don't either. I wonder if she also has a western tilt to her.
Think so?
Maybe.
I mean, you would think she'd have to.
Yeah.
Now, years ago, me and Big Hal used to sleep in bunk beds in the same room.
I love that.
Like a Bert and Ernie of sorts.
Yeah.
And then this lady comes along and I'm not allowed to sleep over anymore. And I've always harbored a little bit of resentment.
Well, yeah, you just got a wedge between you and your best buddy. Man. You still have that thorn in your heart of this lady who stole your bud?
A little bit. I mean, I'm not saying she stole, but all I know is that bunk beds, Mrs. Dawdy, I'm outside in the cold, in the hot, in the dry, in the wet, the elements.
Wow.
I'm not saying it's her fault. That's my experience with her. And it's not fair. Some of these people guessing that it's Big Howell in a dress like he's Bugs Bunny in it.
Ow.
I assure you it's not that. Big Howell's on a very exciting Wild West safari.
Shooting horses, having a great time.
Just blowing horses' heads off.
Mm-hmm.
That's being a cowboy.
Yeehaw.
It's not Howell and it's Howell. This is the only towel we got tonight, and it's a big one.
Yep.
It's a big towel.
Yeah.
Well, without further ado, let's see what the dogs are up to here, and then we'll come back with Mrs. Dawdy. Toot toot, everybody.
Oh.
We're back!
Hello.
Well,
Howdy.
goodness gracious! What if it isn't Misty Bugle Dawdy?
Howdy, y'all.
What a lady.
My
I'm
stars.
so pleased to be here with Possum and Towel Dawdy.
Oh.
Big Towel.
Oh, shucks.
If I could be so familiar.
Oh, please do.
Well,
Wow, sparks are flying.
oh, I don't know. Maybe it's just my dress.
Oh, my stars! I put that in the bucket.
My stars and garters.
No, stars and garters.
I feel like I'm among royalty down here.
What? Is that?
wow.
She's a flatterer, Big Towel.
If I had any kind of blood circulation, I'd be blushing. I'm just a towel.
I just love a big man to pick up my mess. I just don't know what to tell you, Big Towel.
Well, that's what I'm here for, little lady. Any kind of spills or messes you got, you just call me.
Oh, I sure will.
Wow. Looky there.
Well, if I...
Wowza, they say awooga. Some of the things that are being said. How pulled a dang debutante, they say.
Yeah.
Well, I did have my coming out party many years ago. I am the heiress to the bugle fortune. You know, those conical crackers you can wear upon your fingers.
Oh, yeah.
And Hal was there. May I say he was the carpet sweeper. And I came out and I just couldn't get my eyes off of him. He looked like he needed a hat as much as a little bug needed a booty. And I just saw him and I said, well, I'm just going to take pity on him and marry his booty.
Wait a minute.
That's romantic.
You married Big Howell out of pity?
Whoops.
Uh-oh. Big Howell, she just summed up the marriage with the word oops.
Many good relationships have been built upon pity. I cannot think of any at the moment, but this is a wonderful place to start.
I think so. That's better than nothing.
I could say that his charm played a part.
Oh, do tell.
Well, he said, Madam, could I take care in vacuuming up any of your dusts? And he's referring to the different flavors we have on the crackers. And I said,
yeah.
how thoughtful of you, Mr. Howell. And then, it gets a little blue after that.
Oh, it gets
Oh,
blue.
wow.
Oh, my goodness.
But he makes a good partner. I'll say that.
He gets like a Wild West partner, like a compadre to rail against the elements with and ride it on the sunset upon.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Sounds romantic.
I have few complaints.
So you're the heir to the Bugle's fortune?
The heiress.
Oh, excuse me.
Oh.
Yes. I'm Misty Bugle Dawdy.
What would you say if I told you I don't really care for bugles?
Well, every man has every man has his tastes.
Yes.
Every possum has a taste.
Yes.
I can't deny you that. But most people are attracted to conical structures, such as our crackers. They can be easily worn upon the phalanges, and I think that's just admirable.
Yeah, it can look like a witch.
Mm-hmm.
You don't have to know any magic.
It don't have to be Halloween.
How come you don't make a barbecue flavor bugle, goddammit?
I've been trying to get that pushed through forever. I'm not the only heiress. I do have siblings.
I mean, it seems like a nice southern lady like yourself would have a nice barbecue flavored chip.
Yeah.
It is a favorite of the South.
Some of the finest dusts I've ever seen. I've been used many times to clean the fingers of of bugle lovers. I am very familiar with those.
Oh, what a resume.
Well, thank you.
Now, has Big Hal talked to you? Because he said he's going to call me every day from the Wild West Safari, and I ain't heard from him.
Well, that is a lark. You know, he is not actually in the Wild Wild West. Why, he's at a grass cutters convention
What do you mean?
down in Savannah.
He lied?
Yes, he did.
Grass cutting convention?
That
Lies.
bad boy. You know, it's a fetish with him. It's a fetish. I don't know exactly if it serves that purpose, but despite our wealth, he wants to watch me mow the lawn.
Oh my.
Oh, kinky.
He watches from afar, but you know, I don't know if he stays posted at the window the whole time, but he studies those grass cuttings.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's his fascination.
he likes to... We all have our fascinations.
Yes. You know, there are different ways that the grass gets cut, and he likes to study that. Some get cut at a slant, some get cut head on, and it's just, you know, it's up to God how those get cut, and he studies the results.
Wow.
Up to
scientist.
God.
Mm-hmm.
So he's seriously at a convention studying how to cut grass, and he don't cut grass?
Exactly.
That's,
Don't that sound just like Howell?
ain't that just a puzzle?
What a complex individual.
He is.
Eh.
He's a confusing man.
You knew Bad Life says the cone is the most comely structure. Would you agree?
I would definitely agree with that.
I can't think of other sexy shapes besides bugles that are cones. Parking cones. Oh.
That Madonna bra that she wore.
Oh, yep. The
No.
bulk bra.
I
Way
heard
back
that
in the day.
Bugles paid Madonna to wear that certain shaped bra.
Well, that's something I cannot comment on, but you might be right.
Oh. Some chip intrigue, I see.
Yeah. It wouldn't be very structurally sound to firmly hold in place a bosom, but I mean, I'm sure it'd be delicious.
How are towels at holding in a bosom?
It all depends on how you wrap it, man, but I say we do all right.
My, oh my. My dumplings.
Toot toot.
My doughy dumplings. It's getting hot down here.
Oh, if you get sweaty in there, you know where I am.
Oh,
Oh,
thank
I
you, sir.
I can daub any brow.
do.
So you're like Dauber from Coach.
Exactly that reference I'd get.
You get that a lot? From the
Oh.
sitcom Coach, you're the old dumb boy that hangs out with Van Dyke. Dauber.
Oh, yep, that's me.
The Jerry Van Dyke.
Yes. The lesser of all the Van Dykes, to be honest.
There are many.
Yeah, classic Coach humor, I know. Delia says, just an excuse to fart in his F-150 with the windows rolled up for 6 hours. Hey, you ain't wrong, buddy. It could be. He does like to smoke himself out of a hole. He likes to steam up his own clam house.
Oh
That's how he,
my.
that's how he puts it.
Those are such colorful euphemisms.
He don't let me in the truck, and he likes to sit there and smell his own farts. Shit!
Oh, wow.
Well, pull my tobacco.
Well,
Hmm.
the old saying, pull my tobacco. Well,
You know,
enough about Big Hal. What about you?
well, being an heiress, I am bored most of the time, and to supplement my boredom, I do dabble in crystals.
Oh.
I have a few. You know, they have healing properties, and, you know, it's easy to energize them. You can leave them out in the sun, rinse them, douse them in water, all kinds of things that Hal could do to me to turn me on, but he doesn't.
Oh, my.
And then, you
Wow.
know, as we know, it is cancer season. Hey, cancer peoples. And, you know, the different crystals for cancer season, there is rose quartz and amethyst.
Oh.
All names that we could give to our potential children, but Hal just won't give that to me. And there are other ones, but I like to just have them around to keep me company. I am very lonely.
Dear God.
I like the name Granite for a rock and a kid.
I agree. I love that. I think that's just so cute.
Yeah, or Rock.
Rock. Oh, Rocky.
Yeah.
Now, are you saying that these daggone crystals have some kind of power to heal?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, they do.
They cure cancer?
They could if you just believe hard enough, Mr. Possum.
So it's like Hook.
Exactly like Hook.
It's like with the imaginary lunch they eat and it's just icing.
You could be an old man as blind as a bat and it would turn you around.
Well,
You ever tried to use them dumbass crystals on his trunk rides? He's rotting. He is rotting.
I make him lay with tanzanite night after night, and I still can't stand the smell of the man.
Do you think that it helps?
Not at
The
all.
rot?
No, not whatsoever.
Tans are not working.
The tents are not working.
Oh, dude. Doot toot! Toot toot! They don't cure trunk rot, apparently. CD Breakfast says this stream took a turn. Well, it did. It did. Big Turtle
Yeah.
went on a big vacation and lied to me about what he was doing. And I brought in my good friend, Big Turtle, and I brought in his wife. And we've been eating pie all day and just hanging out and doing Big Howell's favorite stuff.
We just become best friends, exposing the truth.
Yeah. Nothing messier than a lie, and Hal told one.
A few.
I bet you wish you could mop up that lie.
Gosh, if you remember my monologue from earlier, it's going to take patience and love and friendship and a whole bunch of other stuff. But if it was a literal mess, I'd feel more qualified.
Ain't you just a humble servant?
Oh, I do my best every day. It's all I can do.
You ever dressed up like a Dracula at Halloween, Big Towel? You could be Count Thread.
Oh, I would love that. I'd be the spookiest apparatus in the whole cleaning closet. I think I'm going to steal your idea.
Count Threadula. That's
Count
you.
Threadula. Oh, I like that.
That's pretty good.
I want to absorb your blood. Oh, that'd be great. I could wear another towel with a little cape.
Oh, I do seriously like that.
Mm.
Yeah.
I like that quite a bit.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna start working on my Halloween costume. Y'all got any Halloween plans? Could be some kind of mummy.
Ooh, I like that. That lends itself to the towel life.
Yeah. I got all sorts of access to clean supplies and toilet paper.
Last Halloween I died.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I woke up at my funeral on Halloween and it was spooky.
It'd be hard to top that.
It would be hard to top.
Oh my.
Mrs. Bugle Dawdy, what do you guys do on Halloween?
Well, it depends on what Hal's up to. Mainly, we just sit around and toss the candy corns, to each other. It's kind of sensual, and we like it.
Oh yeah.
You toss candy corn, essentially?
Sometimes with our toes.
Oh my. That sounds spicy.
That takes skill.
I guess. Seems like Big Hal's got a duller life than I thought. Goddamn grass cutting and throwing candy corns.
Well, you know who gave him that hat?
Who?
I did.
You did? He told me Candy Rogers gave him that hat. Shit.
Maybe Candy Rogers.
Oh, Candy Rogers.
Oh my.
Hey, Big Towel, somebody's asking to see your hat.
Oh.
Why don't you give him a little tip?
Here you are. It's a fine hat, I must say.
Ooh.
Yeah, I feel like it suits me quite well. It fits my silly shape. I'm a big fan of millinery. Any kind of thing you can put on your head to make you feel more like yourself. I see, Miss Dawdy, you've got some some cranial decoration there.
Yes, I do. I might as well have a tiny hat here on my head. In fact, I wish I did. I
Me
think your
too.
hat looks just fine, Mr. Towel.
Oh,
Big
well,
Towel.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, little lady. I think that that flower adornment upon your skull is just about pretty as a spring flower that never dies.
Why, thank you.
Yeah.
Well, guys, this is an odd opportunity to have Mrs. Bugle Dawdy here. Let's get some questions going here. Let's get a conversation started, and you can ask the questions.
Yes, I'd like to answer your questions.
I'll just sit here silently and wait. Somebody up here said, do you get along with the Frito-Lay family
Not at all.
of Texas?
No, they are despicable people that we are constantly at war with.
Is it like Chip Dallas?
It is. It's like Dallas. It's exactly like Dallas. It's like Ewing Oil and the other one.
Oh,
It's
my.
pronounced Earl.
Ewing Earl.
Earl.
Earl. Yes.
Now, do you ever try to use essential Earls on Big Howell's ailments?
Oh, I do. I'm very much a connoisseur of essential oils. I go on QVC all the time. I get so many deals. You know how many magic erasers I can get on there, Mr. Possum?
What?
Oh, I get the magicest of erasers, and I take them home and I use them on everything I can get my hands.
Oh, such wealth.
Yes.
Big Town.
I should show them to you sometime. I know you'd like them.
I bet you. What do you think of magic erasers, Big Town?
Well, if you like the easy way out, I guess magic erasers are just fine. If you like little foamy rectangles that dissolve over time and just remind you of your lack of elbow grease, I guess that's fine.
I'm so sorry, Big Towel. I did not mean to bring to light any kind of negligence on your part. Not
Oh.
at all. It's not even comparable. That you're meant for different jobs.
I'm sorry. I got myself all twisted in a knot. It's just some personal stuff that came to the surface.
I understand. I'd give anything to have a big towel around the house.
Oh well, I'm free later if you got any spills or.
Oh, I have a big house and have lots of liquids.
Oh,
I could-
lots of liquids.
Are there any other questions?
Yeah, we got. Can I have some of your crystals? Is one of the questions.
Why, I have so many. Of course you can.
I assume they're at a cost.
Well, what color would you like? It depends. I have multiples of some.
Oh wow.
I
Julius,
got pinks and purples and greens.
This is just like QVC, but it's happening right next to me. I'm so excited.
how about that, Big Town?
Yeah.
Yeehaw!
Yeehaw indeed.
25 for the 3.
Oh well, now that's a deal if I've ever heard one. You can get you some magic rocks for the price of a parking ticket you forgot to pay.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Dilius asks, when is Arby's and Bugles gonna get together like KFC and Cheetos?
Oh, well, that's a mighty fine idea, and I love it. I will mention that to my daddy tomorrow.
We got a question for you, Big Towel.
Oh, I'm listening.
Dilius says, it seems like Big Towel has stared into oblivion based on his eyes. What is the worst thing you have absorbed?
Well, I guess the worst thing I've ever absorbed is. It's hard for me to say.
It's okay, Big Towel, take your time.
It was a. Oh, thank you, ma'am. It was at a pool party and someone tried to do one of those flips and they did not quite make it into the pool. So it was probably a mixture of blood, brains, chlorine bleach, and some tears.
My God!
Oh, that's dreadful. I'm so sorry you
Oh.
had to deal with that, Miss Big Towel.
Oh, it was just awful for me. That person lived. I'm fine. I'm tough. I'm tougher for it.
I'm glad to hear you're forward tough, Big Towel.
Now that's a compliment.
Thank you, ma'am.
Like a rock.
I was strong as I could be, wiping up brains. Nothing ever bothered me. Ooh, like a rock. Verse 2. Alright, so CD Breakfast says, in a similar vein, this one's for you, ma'am. Do you get along with the Pringles from Cincinnati?
Oh, that is much too far north. They are just scoundrels. We can barely speak with them.
Oh my.
Not at all.
The Pringles are scoundrels?
Can't even communicate.
Now, do they all look like that with the round face and the little big mustache?
Oh, like that dreadful man on the cans. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, they do, and I don't like it.
I did not know the chip world was so striped with drama and interlocking storylines and turmoil.
Oh, it is. It's like any group of stores at your local mall. There is a villain and there is a victor.
Oh, what category are you in, ma'am?
Bugles is the victor.
I believe that.
Thank you, Big Towel.
Mm.
I appreciate
You know, I'm just telling the truth.
that. Yes, you can.
Fuzzball 502's got a question about your dress. That dress is beautiful. Is it a Bacon's Bashford?
Of course. Why, of course, all my best dresses are.
You went to Bacon's?
Yeah.
I sure did.
When you
Well,
want to look
I
nice,
didn't.
get yourself to Bacon's.
My personal shopper did. I did not in the flesh. I would never go out there.
Oh my.
Oh, this is a good idea for that Arby crossover. CD Breakfast has beef and bugle cheddar.
Oh, my
That would
mouth
be
is
good.
watering right now.
Ooh, wait.
That's messy. I'm into it.
Shoot.
Dry my mouth,
Yeah.
as they say. Let's see. He always seems so nice on camera. I guess he's talking about Pringle. Well, you know, some people are assholes in real life, but they look nice. I
Mr.
bet
Clean.
Mr. Clean.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible guy. White supremacist.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky Charms leprechaun.
Racist.
Don't get me started.
Yep.
That Trix Bunny is a tweaker.
He
I've
is.
heard that. Yes, I have.
He likes bath salts.
Yep. He's a salt away from eating somebody's face along with them Lucky Charms.
For sure.
Oh, what Trix? Oh, whatever.
I don't think he deserves that cereal.
Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
I hope he never gets it.
I'm glad he doesn't get it.
He's a drug addict. He is. Your new bad life says, how does Howell fare in your high society functions? I'd love to see him
Oh,
squirming at one of them big fancy country parties.
Well, you know, he
Yeah.
is a bunch of talk, but we do play the society couple rather well, but he has a time limit.
Oh.
Time limit, what's that mean?
Oh, he starts sweating and he starts wanting to be close to his truck. You know how he is, so he can just get in there and blast away,
It's like a
fart up in that truck all night long, get it all steamy like.
Romantic.
Yeah, but that's a hell of a ride home.
That's, you know, I have basically no smell function.
Amazing.
So, you go to parties, and Big Howell counts down to when he can get back to his truck because he misses the truck, or does he just have gas and he needs to go fart?
He's got constant gas.
Constant gas. I
Constant
see.
gas. Have you ever wondered why he always just interrupts and wants to get the show going
I have
at a
noticed.
faster pace?
Yeah.
That's because just his bowels are
Oh!
How's bowels.
How's bowels? You know, there's something.
Doot
not-
doot!
There's something about not holding in farts. I heard that if you do, they become bad ideas later.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
I have heard that as well.
That's interesting. So,
Yeah.
if you got a fart and it wells up inside you and you don't let it out, it can start clouding your mind.
It becomes bad ideas.
Yeah.
Huh.
It makes you kind of evil.
Yeah.
Has that ever happened to you, ma'am? Or do you fart immediately?
Of course not. No, I would never hold that in.
Now-
That's healthy.
Some say a lady doesn't fart. Is that true of the southern ladies?
All I have to say to that is toot toot.
Oh, I see. Toot toot. I like that. We should hang out more often.
I'm real.
Delia says, who smells worse, the possum or Big Towel? I guess it's a smell off.
I'd have to say the possum. But that does not mean I dislike Mr. Possum.
You flatter me, ma'am.
Now, I must confess, I just went through a rinse cycle, so I did put on my sudsy best.
Yes.
Be on this show tonight.
Big Tal is capable of going through an industrial washing machine. The Possum is, fortunately or unfortunately, not dependent on your viewpoint.
You go in a washing machine, you're gonna die, Possum. I don't think you should do it.
No.
I'm tempted to get in there. It looks fun.
You should look, but if you got bones and spines. And,
Yeah, I do.
You're not a towel.
You don't got no bones?
No, I'm just fabric. I'm just thread.
You ever got lost in the wind?
Oh gosh, I got unclipped from a clothing line once, and I blew clear 3 miles before I got caught on a sagebrush bush, and that was the only thing that slowed me down. I would have kept going. The wind was so strong.
Thank God for that tumbleweed.
Oh,
Have you ever got caught up in a tumbleweed and it looked like you had a body?
Yeah, I look like a strange round cheese puff, just rolling around in the desert.
Oh, she's getting excited. Oh my God.
sounds delicious.
It was an exciting time in my life. I wouldn't mind revisiting that.
Dilly, it sucks that Howell's Bowels is now canon. Too bad. Well, that's what happens when you miss a show. You get roasted, baby. Go get spit roasted, as they say. I think that is appropriate.
That's fair.
We're spit roasting you, big Howl.
I got a Hal question. Now, let's move it on back to those fancy things. Does he have a formal hat, or is it always just the same hat?
Well, I have tried to get him different hats at Bacon's. In fact, I've been to Bacon's and I've picked him out hats, and he just turns them down. I guess he just doesn't appreciate my aristocratic eye.
I guess not. He was just a man who knows what he likes, I suppose.
He's a classic man.
Yeah.
What do you think of my hat?
Oh, I just adore it, Mr. Possum. I just think it's so beautiful. It just makes me feel like a haypenny in a haystack.
What?
Oh my, that's high praise.
I
Yes.
think. Oh my God.
Why, yes, it is.
I like it because it kind of looks a little squashed, like it's
Yeah.
had a life before it got on your head.
It's weathered. Yeah.
It's weathered, yeah.
Yeah.
I often sit on it.
Oh, that's great. That hats are useful for many a thing.
It shows that you're a busy man and you don't always have time to keep track of your hat.
It's true. It's true. And sometimes the feller will say to me, "Hey, Mr. Possum, go sit on a hat." And I'll say, "Oh, okay." And then I'll take it off and do it, and I win.
Your word.
I'm 2 steps ahead of you.
A lot of times, I kind of walk into that myself, but I gotta win an argument. Somebody feller says, "Go sit on your hat." What am I gonna do?
Sit on that hat.
That's goddamn right. Now we're gonna take a break here. We come back, we're gonna play some I Can Live With That with Mrs. Eagle Dawdy and Big Towel.
Yeehaw.
Toot toot, everybody. Toot toot, we're back.
Dude.
Big Towel, you're kind of creeping off frame. Come on back.
Sorry, I thought thought I saw a puddle over there. I wanted to investigate it. Just
Now, I appreciate that. I
Yeah.
do.
yeah, I do what I can.
Now we're gonna play some rounds of a game we invented here on the show called I Can Live With That. Oops. Now, I Can Live With That is a game, it's a training module for optimism. Is what it is. You're given a real shit situation. And you are not allowed to get out of it. You're just trying to make the best of it. It's like real life.
Oh, I like that.
It's like Would You Rather, except you don't get two options. You get your one shit sandwich, and best you can do is ask questions about it to see how you can live with it, okay?
Yeah.
That makes sense, Big Toe?
I have absorbed everything you said.
Oh, you absorbed it? Dude, god damn.
Oh, you.
God damn. Miss Bugle Dawdy, does that make sense?
I can live with that.
Oh. Now the round is over when you can say, when I can live with that. You've, made your peace with it, and we're convinced.
Yeah.
All right, well, who's going first? Big Ty, you want me to give you one?
Oh, shoot.
You seem like an optimistic feller.
I try to see on the sunny side.
Yeah. Okay, here we go. You are a tennis coach for a very hateful gorilla who hates tennis and hates you.
Well, is this what court are we training at?
What court?
Yeah.
Wimbledon.
Wimbledon. Oh, that's fancy. They have amazing towels there, and they got people whose sole job it is to take care of them. Now,
Towel boys.
your towel boys. Oh man,
How'd you like a towel boy, Big Towel?
I'd be set for life. Now, so this gorilla, is he had any tennis training before, or is he just a pure rookie?
He's a pure rookie. He's
Oh,
seen
my.
some tennis, and he doesn't like it.
Okay, now
He'll sign and he'll say, I hate tennis. I hate tennis. Fuck tennis. Fuck tennis. You know?
Okay, so and I'm gonna have to communicate with this gorilla in sign because that's his motive of communication. Oh, I don't have any hands. I'd have to find some kind of creative way to fold myself so I can talk to my student. Oh no.
That's tricky.
You
You can always get a human friend. You can talk, right?
I could get a human friend, and they translator. Oh,
Yeah.
That's good. Would you be interested in being my translator?
With this hateful gorilla?
Yeah.
How much you got? How much money you got in that towel?
I could pay you with the services of cleaning and friendship.
Cleaning and friendship, two things that I don't need. I'm friends with the coolest urban cowboy type, and I don't take baths. I don't care for cleanliness. No, I don't want to be your towel boy.
Well, Miss Bugle Dawdy, would you be interested in helping me train this poor unfortunate gorilla?
Why, of course I would lend a hand in your endeavor, Big Towel.
Well,
I'd be happy to.
I guess if you're on my team, I could live with that.
Okay, so you're just happy to have a pretty lady helping you train the gorilla?
I'm a simple towel. I don't need a lot.
You don't care that he's hateful, he's gonna hurt you?
I ain't got any bones. The worst he can do to me is to stomp on me like a towel.
He can live with that. Well, that's a good one. That's a good solid intro round, I'd say.
Oh, thank you.
Who's going next?
Oh, I got one, a scenario.
Okay.
Okay.
Who's it for?
I guess this is for Mrs. Bugle Dawdy. All right. So you have the power to stare directly into the sun. You never need another pair of sunglasses as long as you live. You never have to squint, but the sun knows you have this power and it is angry with you, so it's constantly glaring and making awful, grotesque faces in your direction.
Kind of like in Mario 2.
Oh, exactly like that.
Oh, I hate that.
Creepy
Gosh
sun.
darn sun, I hate him. I don't know if I could live with that.
Oh, but you gotta, ma'am.
Got to.
Well, but can't I choose not to? Isn't that part of the game they're in?
No, you must live with it.
No suicide clause here.
Nope. You gotta live with it. So you gotta ask some questions to figure out a way to make it palatable.
Yeah.
Gotta be a way to live with it if you're stuck with it, you know?
What if my designer sunglasses, I could just block him out completely and just be led around by my, keepers? Is that possible? So I wouldn't have to see his disdainful looks.
Well, he'd also probably burn you a little more than everybody else by concentrating his rays on you.
Well, you know what? I have so many compounds and so many castles. I could live with that.
All right.
So you're just gonna hide in a castle.
Right. I can get all my UV rays indoors.
Dang, we are flying through there! Boy, oh boy, normally with Big Al, he talks so damn much it takes a half an hour just to get through one.
Oh,
We're just gonna have to come up with a shit ton more.
I'll think about it. I'll try to wrap my brain around something.
Dilly has called you out. He says, Mario 3. Do you even game, Mrs. Bugle Dawdy? He's correct.
Oh.
Mario 2's and you're pulling up them turnips and throwing them at fellers. Little Italian man.
Oh, you're right. I am going to be punished for that later. Thank you, Mr. Dilius.
My goodness. You're welcome, Dilius. I think we're friends. Why don't one of y'all in the chat come up? We've never done this. Why don't one of y'all come up with an I can live with that and tell us who you're directing it to? How about that? That sounds fun.
I like that.
I'm going to toot that myself. Get my own little emoji. A little toot. Oh, it's just me and me and me.
Oh, you're setting yourself up there. That's nice.
No, that's a quad toot.
Put a little Big Howell in there. I miss him.
Yeah, you haven't got a lot of guff, but I know it comes from the heart.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be shy now. Come up with a little shit sandwich for us here. And I'll think of one too. Let me think. You got one, Miss Beagle Dottie?
I might have one. It's more of a would you rather.
That's not the game. So just take one of the options away.
Yeah.
Okay. So, think of No.
No? Shit.
Okay, so if you were trying to drag somebody out, they were being buried in sand or dirt or what have you, and you're trying to drag him out and all you had were bugles on your fingers.
Oh.
Could you live with that?
So, my job is to help a feller that's struggling out of a hole, and all he's got is bugle fingers. Do I have to help this man?
It's somebody very important to you.
Like Big Al?
Yes.
And I got bugle hands? Can I have some?
Every bugle you eat is taken away from your ability to drag him out of the muck.
You need those for the traction.
You'd have to deal with your desire to eat those crisp, tangy, crunchy bugles.
Now, you said this is a sandy scenario. It's dry?
Yeah.
That's going to be tough. Bugles are not particularly crunchy. They're going to break, right? I should probably spit on that hole, get it wet. Then I can get that sand wet and be easier to scoop. But it's so dry out there that my mouth probably don't got no spit.
How much saliva do possums produce?
Not very much. And it's precious. Sometimes it's all I get to drink.
I know you hate that dry mouth.
Sometimes I just build up a mouthful of slobber and I gulp it and I say, that was a good drink. You know?
Make and do.
Let's make and do, that's right. Well, I guess it's a tough scenario. I'm trying to dig my best buddy out of a hole and all I've got is these terrible bugle hands and I'm trying to get through, and they're breaking. Gosh. I guess I'm just gonna try as hard as I can, and then when the beagles break, I've got my own possum hands, and I don't have to do. I guess I can live with that.
I tip my hat to you.
We got one for you, Miss Beagle Dotty. Jaded Wombat says, Beagle Dotty, you have to give away your fortune to the Pringle Empire, and you can keep only 2 crystals. Can you live with that? Yes, you can, but how can you live with that?
How,
So you have to ask questions.
I'm asking.
Excuse me, ma'am. I'm terribly sorry. My manners are not what they once was. I hang out with a terrible man.
I understand. How valuable are those crystals?
We gotta wait for them to answer.
Oh.
Shit. They're very valuable. Let's just say.
Healing properties and all.
He says, they're your crystals, you tell me. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. It's your crystals. You ought to know.
Can I keep any cash on hand?
Ooh.
Practical.
No.
Oh.
No. No.
Can Big Towel be my butler?
So in this scenario, you've given away your fortune.
But I still need help.
Oh. Well, naturally, she's a lady.
Yes.
No, but Howell can.
Oh, he's useless at cleaning up.
I think you mean Howell can have cash on hand.
Oh.
Interesting.
Well, I know what he'd spend it on.
What?
Yeah.
You know that little game at Cracker Barrel where you move those little golf tees ahead of time? He would just spend all his money on those little golf tees.
On the tees? Not even the whole game?
Just the decorative tees.
That's
Oh
just the
my.
tees. Why not buy the whole game?
Yeah. You could,
I know. You have to ask him how his mind works.
what a complex individual.
He is. That's why I love him. But could I deal with that without my fortune?
Towel doesn't require payment except the cost of washing a towel, CD Breakfast says.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Well, it sounds like in this scenario she can live with it just because she's
I got
a towel.
to.
Yeah. I'll be happy to be by your side, ma'am, in this fictional scenario.
Looks like we got another one here.
Wow.
Let's see. Sorry, let me get this screen right. I'm just a country possum.
You're doing your best. That's what matters.
You are. Yes, you are, sir.
I don't know who this one's for, but Delia says you're on a 6-hour drive with Howell to Savannah to watch grass get mowed, but he won't let you roll down the windows. Damn.
Oh.
Mm.
I want to ask this. Would we be able to listen to any kind of audio books or a podcast, perhaps?
I don't think Big Howell's gonna let you listen to anything but his own voice. It's not my scenario, but I just know him. I know the feller. I think he's gonna... Only Skinnerd, he says. Leonard Skinnerd.
Well, okay. Well, what's the scenery like? Like, what kind of things will I have rolling by my window to occupy my mind?
You got a mind in that towel?
Oh, yeah, naturally, all good tales do.
What kind of voodoo science keeps you alive? You ain't got a brain, right? You just a towel?
I'm just telling you, it's hard work and compassion for what I do that keep me going every day.
Delia says it sucks. Southern Georgia billboards.
Well, those are all about porn shops and Jesus. Oh man.
Yep.
Jesus, sex, and farts.
That sounds like a horrible road trip. And I can't listen to any kind of audio book or. Oh.
There's got to be a silver lining in there somewhere,
No
Big Child.
Nicholas Sparks or nothing?
No, not a spark to be had. Oh gosh, let's see. Would I get like a? I guess Skinner. Oh well, I'm just.
Oh boy, he's a hemming and a hawing.
I'm just in knots. I guess
Sweet home Alabama.
Sweet home Alabama. Burning now.
Is there? Would I be able to use my phone?
Your phone?
Of course I got a phone. I got a Samsung Galaxy.
Shit,
Mm.
I ain't even got no phone.
You can slap towel against the phone. Just as easy as anything.
Yeah,
Got some toot-toots for that Sweet home Alabama, I believe.
it's lovely. I'd record that on my phone and then I would listen to that if I was permitted. And I think that could get me through.
They said there's no 4G, it's Georgia, so you got some garbage reception.
Oh, would I be able to have my favorite book, that one about that woman, Joy, who made that Wonder Mop about? Oh, I love that book.
Oh, that's a good one. Yes.
I like.
What?
Oh, you know, they made into a movie with Jennifer Lawrence. It's about this woman who starts out as just a little lady in the big city trying to make it clean, and she invents a Wonder Mop. It is this wicked little devil of a mop that spins around and just cleans everything up you ever saw.
It's called Joy. Sure it is. Yes.
That gives me joy. If I could revisit that on the printed page, I'd be pleased as peach.
Pleased at the beach. Now that's pleased.
Mm-hmm. I could withstand any kind of fart if I had my my favorite heroine of cleaning to give me strength.
Now, someone in the chat brought up a good point, Big Towel. As a towel, you're gonna soak up a lot of that fart.
Oh gosh, you know that's a risk of the business, and it's just it's part of who I am. I'm like an empath, but with smells and fluids. So you know, it's not something that really scares me no more. You just toss me in the wash, hot water, some OxyClean, bam, I'm clean again.
Rinse clean.
Yeah, and then put me in the dryer. I'm just dryer sheets. Yeah, that'd be fine.
Clean as a June bug in springtime.
One more little detail here. You get one carry-on. What's your carry-on item?
Oh, it's gonna be that joy book that I waxed poetic on earlier.
That's true. You did get waxy.
Oh, well, wax to a shine. I do that as well. I can polish a car.
All right, so can you live with that?
I think I can live with that.
Okay, I got one.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
It's for Miss Beagle Dawdy, but you can chime in, Mr. Towel, if you want.
Oh, thank you very much.
You're a crocodile with sunglasses and tight jeans, and he's got his cell phone in his pocket, and with the little arms, he can't ever get that phone out of his little jeans, and he's constantly butt dialing people. And people start to call you the butt dial crocodile. Get it?
Mm-hmm.
You've got a terrible reputation because they see your number, they say crocodile, and then they pick it up and they just hear ring, 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 because it's just pocket sounds.
But just try as I might, I can't reach. I can't get the.
Arms.
I don't have the deltoid.
And it sounds weird because you're a crocodile, so you're still making like you're roaring and grumbling like they do, but it's all muffled because it's from inside a pocket.
Can I get a movie deal out of this?
Yeah, you can get a movie
You
deal.
got sunglasses. You're a cool guy.
But how you gonna get a phone call from the agent? You can't reach that damn phone.
Can I get like a monkey to assist me?
You want to help a monkey?
Can a monkey like pull it out of my rear?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you've got a whole set of. I'm just saying, you're doing good. Got yourself a new trouble there. You got yourself a monkey as an employee. How you gonna pay this son of a bitch?
They like. What do they like? What do monkeys like? Bananas.
Bananas.
Oh, I would just, wait for a banana to drop and then just send it the monkey's way.
Oh.
Okay.
I can't, get all up in that tree, but I could just certainly be a victim of circumstance and let those bananas come to me.
You could thwack it with your mighty tail.
I could just get my rear up all on that tree and just
thrash about like a gator do.
Right. Well, how do I charge this phone?
Get the monkey, I guess. Get the monkey to plug it in.
In the forest?
It's solar powered, I guess.
Okay.
You got one of them crocodile phones.
Do I get final cut
Of what?
of the movie deal?
Oh, hell no. You're just a cog in the machine.
Yeah.
You got to audition like anybody else. You got to waddle in that room with your little jeans on and say, I'm here for my appointment. And they say, sit down, quit talking to me, you dumbass. Like stuff happens in auditions.
Are they stonewashed jeans, or do I get to pick out the finish?
Stonewash. But the monkey can change your pants.
Oh, you got mini jeans.
Will he take liberties with?
Shoot, maybe. It depends. The monkey's not good at reading body language, so he may make a pass at you. He might not understand the implicit no.
Oh, my.
He's just a monkey.
I can live with that.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. All right, let me get to it. This may be a record from the most damn rounds I can live with that we've gotten in.
Yeah.
Classic monkey liberties, says SCS Andrew. I know. Oh, I got some cheers for that butt-down crocodile. Toot. That's an idea that I've been hot on for a while.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like it silly and it kind of rhymes.
It does, don't it, Tal?
Yeah.
Big Tal, do you have any designs on starting a family? Can you reproduce? Can you bust a nut?
I think I might be able to have some kind of progeny if you cut a part of me off, and maybe that would like spawn into a different kind of life, just slightly smaller and more disappointing than the original, which from what I understand and have observed by other living procreating beings is what children are. Smaller, more disappointing versions of the original.
Toot.
Hankies.
Yeah, I one day have myself a little hanky.
Have a little baby Hanky.
Yeah.
Would you call him Hank?
I'd call him Hank when he's being okay, Hank when he's being bad, and Hank when I'm disappointed.
I got you. I smell what you're putting down, Tal.
Yeah.
Have you ever personally used a towel, Mr. Possum?
No, not on purpose. Sometimes we'll be in a tight hallway together, and I'll scoot by old big towel there, and I'll say, excuse me, and I'll feel a little drier than I began.
Yeah. I sneak in some help when I can. I dried your tears earlier.
That's true. That was my first time using a towel in my entire life.
Not even to daub off your wet butt.
Not a dauber. More of a Van Dyke myself. Coach. Hashtag coach jokes.
Jerry.
Get your coach jokes. Hot coach jokes.
I'd get those references.
I know you do, Big Tal. Coach is one of your favorite shows.
I love the part where the movie starts.
I forgot how it goes after that.
Yeah, I love that. That's my favorite.
Dad from Poltergeist.
Greg T. Nelson. Greg T. Nelson! Greg T. Nelson! I'm losing my damn mind. All right. Ooh, there's a good point. It's about some kinks.
Oh my.
Dude says getting wrung out is probably a kink for towels. What do you think? You like to be squeezed up, wrung up?
Wrung out.
Yeah.
I must confess, it not only removes excess water from me, it also it does indeed turn me on.
Just getting squeezed out?
Oh gosh, yeah.
Squeegee Luigi!
Yeah, kind of fun. I'd recommend you try it sometime, but seeing as how y'all are flesh and bone creatures, it'd probably just kill you.
True.
Could be.
I could take a twisting.
Yeah.
Yes. I
Yeah.
bet you I could get wrung out and you get quite a bit of sauce out of this old body.
I bet an old Italian restaurant entrepreneur has pulled you out of a trash can and swung you by your tail and said, "Oh, Mr. Possum, you get out of my meats and my noodles."
Yes.
And he swung you down the alleyway. I'd just be a buttered Betsy if that's never happened to you.
Well, you would be a buttered Betsy. That happened to me this week at Fazoli.
Oh my goodness gracious.
I knew it.
I spent the night in there just fat on lasagna. And I wake up and I'm getting treated worse than a breadstick.
Oh
Get-
no.
Get out of here, he says. Hit the road, beat your feet, all that stuff.
It's like a day old breadstick. No respect.
No regard.
Nope.
What a shame.
It's awful.
It's a real shame.
It is.
Your new bad life says Possum's gotten trapped in a taffy factory or two before. Yeah, I've been in some sticky situations for sure.
Oh,
I guess you could say.
how
And
did
there-
you come tale of a taffy factory?
Well, I saw a purple fire in the distance, and I said, well, that's got to be something for me to check out. Well, it must be the candy factory on fire. So I walk over there, and sure enough, it's the old taffy factory. Laffy Taffy, but there wasn't nothing funny about it. So I walk in there, and there's this purple fire raging. And I dip my tail in some of that sauce, and sure enough, it's taffy. And then I fell asleep and woke up at my funeral again. Guess I died.
Oh, are you like a feline where you've got a multitude of lives, nine perhaps, maybe another numeral.
Yes, because you're a step above a cat.
You're like a marsupial. That's like a cat
Right.
plus.
They got pouches.
I got a pouch. Keep my children in there. It's the worst daycare on the planet.
Egad. Well,
Possum's pouch. It's free, but they won't like it.
Slimy.
We don't have no rules, and it's slimy in there, yeah.
Kind of like an Outback Steakhouse.
no rules, just right.
No rules, just a pouch. Get in here. When you're in here, you're family. That's what they say.
Just leave your nut casings on the floor. You're in the pouch.
Yeah, you leave them peanut shells in there. I'll get them later. Make yourself at home. Make a mess. It's my pouch. Come on in to Possum's pouch. We got a ball pit. We got a place for you to put your goddamn peanut shells, and it's everywhere.
Wow, TGIW. Thank goodness it's Wednesday.
Young TJ is in there right now. That's right, TJ's in there sleeping.
Oh,
Poor
that's-
son bitch with
Aw.
that dark mouth.
That's that light purring I've been hearing.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's his whimpering.
Did you get them night terrors?
Oh, he gives me the night terrors.
Oh,
Big
man.
Towel, have I ever told you about TJ's dark mouth?
Oh my! Tell me more.
He gets up about 1 a.m. every night. He stumbles out of the pouch, he crawls up in my neck, and he's looking me in the eyes, and his mouth is black as pitch. Like he's been eating rotten old huckleberries. And he's just talking all this dark stuff. Blah, 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 blah. Just talking weird stuff. Dark mouth.
Hey, you know, I'm just a towel, but that sounds a bit like dark magic to me. Maybe something demonic. You've seen that Exorcist movie?
Uh-huh.
Devilish.
Yeah,
Yes.
You might want to get a
Oh,
a
dear.
nice man in a long dress.
Oh no.
Ma'am, would you collect my hats?
Oh. Here y'all, Mr. Possum. We'll just get you set right as a persimmon in the JCPenney.
Oh,
Wow.
There you go.
What a southernism. Thank you so much.
Oh, you're quite welcome.
That's just lovely.
I tried.
Well,
I love helpfulness. You know that about me.
Well, you're the most helpful person I've ever met, Big Towel.
Oh, thanks, ma'am.
I'll be thinking of you all night.
oh.
Well, shucks.
Here, have this crystal to remember me by. It's
Oh my!
it's amethyst.
Amethyst, Mama. Here, I'll put it in my
Here you
my,
go.
My fold.
I just put it in just a random fold. There's a proper fold to put that in.
I was nervous you're gonna put it in my mouth because it seemed like an obvious choice, but I had to.
I just set it in a fold. You know me.
I just wanted to thank you for this. Oh, I feel the healing powers already.
It helps with absorption.
Oh, ma'am, you know that is so important to me that I will keep this close to I will keep this close to my fibers.
Wow, you're so welcome.
Oh, thank you.
I got one question before we head out for the night.
Oh,
I don't think I got to ask Miss Bugle Dawdy, what if you died and you became a ghost?
Mm-hmm.
What would your haunting sound be?
Ass.
Ass?
Ass.
You just say ass?
You can stretch it out, you can shorten it, you can repeat it, and it just sounds menacing.
So let's say it's the future, and I'm a little guy with this little brightly colored headset and some kind of gadget, and my eyes are all white, and I'm laying there in bed having some kind of virtual reality experience.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see my eyes get normal, and you're like, oh, he's alert. How are you going to say ass? Ooh, like a goat?
Yes!
Would be spooky.
That'd be shocking.
Wouldn't it?
That shock his future pants right off of him.
Because in the future, I bet they don't have no animals no more.
No. They just got ideas of what they might have been.
Mm-hmm.
Delia says, stretch that ass out. That's exactly right.
Might be a different Twitch channel for that.
When you get tired of saying ass, you're going to be like, oh my God, to yourself. You're going to think, this is just worn out. Ass is worn out.
Well, what wouldn't you get tired of, Mr. Paul? What would you say for all eternity?
Help!
I'll give you that.
Help!
I'd give you that.
Yeah.
Well, everybody, that's been our show. I think we did real good. I think we did real good.
I feel good about it.
I wouldn't change a thing.
Me too.
I miss my friend, Big Howell. If you're out there watching this, you're a liar and you're a scoundrel and a scallywag. But I miss you. I miss you.
I miss you, darling. Come back home soon and in one piece.
I don't even know you.
We gotta introduce you sometime.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a face that just looks like it's seen too much.
You don't even want to know.
Well, Big Towel, give him a tip of the old hat before we go.
All right. Just a tip of my old hat.
Oh, I love it. Well,
Thank you.
toot toot, everybody.
Toot toot.
Bye.
Bye.
Big Howell and Possum.
Toot toot.